Hi everyone, and welcome to a Record Manager NACO functionality overview video. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Laura.
And we are with the metadata quality section here at OCLC. In this video, Laura is going to show us how to search authority records. She'll begin by covering the criteria needed for a search, followed by sample keyword, browse, and root expand browse searches. She will also cover searching with Diacritics and different ways of navigating in the interface. Laura?
Thanks, Nathan. We're going to start out logged into Record Manager, and at the top of the left-hand panel is where you enter your search criteria. If you've already watched the Setting Preferences module, you'll be aware that you can set your searching preferences to target the data type, scope, and indexes that you would find most useful for your authority work. For purposes of this demonstration, I have most of the options visible. When doing a search, you have three criteria to select. The first is data type, which is the type of record you are searching. There are four record types to choose from: authority records, bibliographic records, local bibliographic data, and local holdings records. The next is scope, which is the authority file you are searching in combination with the type of search you want to do against that file. For example, keyword or phrase. There are 6 files to choose from: Canadiana, GND, which is the German National Authority file, LC, Maori, Mesh, NTA names, which is the Dutch authority file, and your save file, which is called Saved in Progress. Note there is no local save file available in Record Manager. Next, you can specify which index you are searching, which varies depending on the scope you have chosen.
So just that I got that all, there is the data type for the type of the record that I'm searching, the scope, which is for the authority file I want to search, and lastly the index that I want to use when searching, like title or author.
That's right. And then we have the term box, which is where you enter the text that you are searching on. Below this term box is the search button to initiate the search. And then if you would like to clear your term box, you have the option to clear. So now we'll take a look at doing a keyword search in the LC file. I'm going to do a keyword search on OCLC, corporate name, and you see that we have 48 results in our display. The first column is the name that's in the 1XX field, along with the references that you're displaying. The next column is the field that that name heading exists in. The third column is the description, which is the first 670 in the authority record. And then the last column is the action that you can take on the records, which is edit or derive. You can navigate through your search results by clicking on the numbers to jump to the next page, and you can also jump to the last page, back to the front. And last, you can change the number of rows that you would like to have displayed in your search results. So now we have it set at 10. I'm going to change it to 50. And you see that we get all 48 results on our search list. And then we could get to that record for OCLC right there. The next search I would like to demonstrate is the browse. And I'm going to do a search on the Library of Congress. And here you see we have 199 results for authority records that have the Library of Congress in a name field. So let's take a look at doing a root expanded browse with the same search. And here you see that we can get directly to the Library of Congress record with this search. And then you see all the related title records beneath. If there's a particular title record that you would like to get to, you can use the expanded term search. And that would take you directly to that title record. The last search I would like to demonstrate is the history file search. And you have the option of keyword or browse for the history file search. I'm going to choose browse. And this shows me all the records that are associated with the Library of Congress authority record. There are 26 records that are sorted from most recent at the top. There are different ways you can sort this list. You can also narrow down to the specific status that you would like to look at. So if we go to New Record, we can see the record that was entered new into the authority file for the Library of Congress. You can also get to the current version of the record by clicking on View Current Version. And there you see what the Library of Congress record looks like today. That covers all of the LC scopes. However, there is one last search I would like to demonstrate, and that is searching with Diacritics. If you watch the Setting Preferences overview, we touched on this setting in the basic search preferences. If you have this option chosen and do a search on a name that contains Diacritics, you will only retrieve names that contain the Diacritics. I'll demonstrate with a name in the save file that has Diacritics. I'm going to highlight this name that has Diacritics, and right now I have searching with Diacritics turned off. I'm going to do a keyword search on this personal name. And you see that I have 14 results in my search. And the name that I'm searching for is toward the bottom of the page. I'm going to go into Preferences and make changes to the Searching with Diacritics option. And I'm going to choose Enter Search Term with Diacritics and click on Save. And I'll do the same search with the Diacritics. And then you'll see that I only have 6 results in my search because it's retrieving records that only have those Diacritics in the name. A tip on searching the save file: if you don't have a save file number or would like to view all the records in your save file, you can use an asterisk as a wildcard. And this retrieves all of the save file records in your save file. From the results list, there are several criteria that you can sort the list on, such as save file number, date, etc. You can also filter by the type of authority file that you are searching if you work with multiple authority files. Another helpful index that you can search on is My Status. When you add a record to the save file, you have the option of adding a status so that you can search on that status to retrieve all of your records. And I'll demonstrate that. I use my initials as my status, and there I can pull up all of my records that I've added to the save file. Last, I would like to talk about navigating between the search boxes. There are several ways that you can navigate between the search boxes. One is to point and click with your mouse and choose from the drop-down list. You can also tab from box to box and Control Tab to go backwards. And then if you know the first letter of the term that you would like to get to, for example, data type, I want to switch over to bibliographic, you just type the first letter of the word of the term that you would like to move to.
So I noticed that as you've been searching, multiple tabs are showing up below the search box.
Whenever you perform a search, the history of the search is retained at the bottom left of the panel, along with other actions that you take, such as editing and saving records. What's nice is that you can navigate between each of the open tabs by clicking on them. So you can move from record to record by clicking on the tab. To clear an individual action or search out, you simply close the box. If you would like to close all the tabs at one time, then you just do Close All Tabs. And this completes the topic of searching authorities in Record Manager.
Thanks everyone for listening, and if you're interested in other overview videos for NACO functionality in Record Manager, be sure to check out the Record Manager Community Center. Bye!
Bye!